When you're looking for a quick escape from Seattle, consider heading to Grays Harbor County. It's close, it's coastal, and it's the perfect summer reset. And here to help us make the most of it is Nikki Brown. Nikki is a local as well as the Fairgrounds and Tourism Director of Grays Harbor County. Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
So excited to talk about this today. For someone who's never been, though, what makes Grays Harbor County so great and a wonderful quick escape from Seattle?
Boy. Well, there are so many wonderful things to Grays Harbor. The first thing that catches my mind from Seattle is the fact that it's only 2 hours away. It's a 2-hour drive to Grays Harbor, super quick. And once you get to Grays Harbor, you don't have to worry about traffic anymore. There was a ton of traffic on my way in, but there won't be when you come to Grays Harbor. There's also a lot of diversity in nature out there. So you have anywhere from like the Quinault rainforest to the beaches and everything in between. There's just so much fun things to do out there. Amazing.
So many fun things, getting out in nature, but also, like you said, no traffic and parking's probably easy. So what are some of the hidden gems on your drive?
Okay, there's quite a few, but I'm going to zero in on one specific thing that I'm not sure a lot of people know about, but they really should.
Oh.
And that is the Unplugged Music Project in Aberdeen. A lot of people know that Kurt Cobain is from Aberdeen, and the people who put this museum, they don't like it called a museum, it's like an anti-museum together, talk a lot about Kurt Cobain's history and also about just how he was influenced and where he grew up, and it tells the happy tales of Kurt Cobain and just the origin of the story in Grays Harbor. What I also love about this group is they also give back to the community. They're thinking about the future a lot. So they serve as like an incubator for musicians in the community, and they also have a lot of programs for kids in schools. They give out Fender guitars, just all sorts of fun things. So it's a really cool thing to visit. And every time I go, something new has happened there. So they're doing so much all the time, so it's pretty fun.
What a hidden gem. I love that idea. And now we're going to outdoor adventure ideas. So starting with fishing.
Oh, okay. So there is a lot of fishing places you can go in Grays Harbor. You can go river fishing. You can go surf fishing. The rivers in Grays Harbor are the top tier for fishing. I heard it's the #1 in the contiguous United States for sports fishing.
Whoa.
So one hidden gem for fishing is Hump Tulips River. It's fun to say Hump Tulips, but it's also like a place where you won't hit crowds when you go there. So there's a lot of really cool spots you can go for fishing in Grays Harbor.
Perfect. And then mountain biking, I hear, is also a fun adventure. What can you tell me?
Yes. Okay. So there are a number of mountain biking trails in Grays Harbor. Once you hit Grays Harbor, you can probably start with like Strataline Park. It has camping there, and it's right next to the Capitol Forest, which has an extensive amount of mountain bike trails there as well. So that's a fun place to go. You're seeing Bike Lane. He's an influencer. He was almost an Olympian, BMX champ, and he's come out and he loves Capitol Forest. That's one of his favorite trails. He also came out to Seabrook because they have mountain bike trails out there as well. We have mountain biking trails by Lake Quinault, just all over. There's just so many fun places where you can take your bike out.
Spectacular. I might have to hit the trails then. We're going to your personal favorite next, beaches. What can you tell me?
All right, so I don't like crowds, in case that's not obvious. So my favorite beaches, I have two.
Okay.
The first one is Mock Rocks. It's over by Seabrook. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Seabrook.
With Seabrook, yes.
Okay, well, the beach in front of Seabrook is called Mock Rocks.
Perfect.
The reason why I like that beach is because it's right by the downtown of Seabrook. So I can go in and I can pick up my groceries, grab a whole bunch of snacks that you normally wouldn't eat at home, grab some sunscreen if you forgot it, whatever it might be, and then you go out to the beach, and there's an expansive coastline. So you have a ways out that you can walk to the water, and in between there's like little creeks and things like that, where my boys, I have 2 boys, they're 7 and 9, and we could easily spend a whole day there and just have the time of our life, and also sometimes never even see anybody else while we're there.
Seabrook is amazing too, like just so quiet, pristine, the restaurants, the vibe, just very family friendly, would you say?
Absolutely, it's family first, and it's it's almost like Disneyland for adults in some ways.
What are some other family friendly, activities that you would recommend?
Oh, for sure. Most activities I would say in Grays Harbor can be adjusted to be family friendly. For example, I brought my 80-year-old grandmother out a couple years ago. My boys were a little bit younger, and she went out to the beach. So I'm originally from New York. She's originally from Jamaica. And so she was just taken aback by the nature out here. And so she had fun strolling the beach combing with us, watching our boys, going out and driving and seeing the waterfalls and just all the fun things out there. So anything that you do there pretty much can be adjusted to be for all ages and abilities, except maybe the mountain biking. You might not want to take grandma mountain
horseback
biking.
riding, I saw clamming. There's so many things that would sign me up right away.
Oh yeah,
hiking,
absolutely.
So many options to just get out and enjoy nature, like you said. As someone who has lived there for the past 10 years, what's the one thing you wish more people knew about Grays Harbor?
Oh, that's a great question, and I get that a lot.
I bet. Coming from New York too, where it's like,
from New York
what a change.
Everyone's like, what are you doing here? But it is truly beautiful. There are so many beautiful things that you can do. If you're a nature lover, this is your paradise. And then there's a lot of diversity here as well. So for example, diversity in nature, you can go from the Olympic National Forest, which is like one of the most popular forests that there is in the country, one of the most visited ones. You can go from there, and then you can go to the beach and everything in between. There's also a melting pot of people. There's a lot of people coming from all over the country, all over the world, setting up roots there and just starting their own little things as well. So you can't do that without having a welcoming community out in Grays Harbor. So a combination of the nature diversity and then just the welcoming community, that's what's going to make you stay.
Win-win. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And if you'd like more information about what Nikki talked about today, visit the website that you see right there on your screen.
New Day Northwest is sponsored by Unforgettable Grays Harbor.